Hello, hello. Thought I'd play some Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel this evening. Just doing a little test of something. I was actually going to stream a little earlier. Oh my eyes. I was going to stream a little earlier today, but I made one minor adjustment on my green screen, and jeez, honestly, took me a little while to. I honestly was just one of those things where it'd just be easier to just start over. So I cleared a bunch of settings, started from scratch, watch a tutorial, just in case there was like little things. Like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Ooh, excuse me. But all I was really trying to do was make the chair I'm sitting on a little more transparent, you know? Literally just have a green t-shirt on it. It wasn't the same shade of green. Wasn't the same. Yo, Caddy Doe! What's going on? Stupid thing, I was... wasn't the exact... Oh, no, look, card for Fortress? Oh. Oh, neither of these can be pushed. And I thought... I don't know what I was thinking. Not a great first turn. Honestly, can do that. I can just put the shirt that I wear. That's not even the shirt. It's the shirt that's on the back of my shirt. Negating this wouldn't do much. If I just wear it, then yeah, I'd be a floating head. Should be funny, but honestly, there's a bunch of shirts I do have that like would have green stuff on them that get like faded out. I'm like, oh, that's kind of annoying. Might as well activate this. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, changing one setting on Streamlabs made the whole thing completely different, and I was very fuzzy and very dark, and I was like, oh, that's annoying. And so I just exited out of it thinking that would solve it, and then it didn't solve it, so I was like, oh, I just gotta erase everything that involves the green screen I've already set up and just start over. Which didn't take too long, just one of those things where you think it's gonna take, oh, let's make one change, it'll only take a moment. That moment turns into like an hour. Not a full hour, I don't think. It's just didn't turn on the stream right away. But just wanted to make sure. One thing I noticed, I think my hair, like, I cannot figure out why. Like, I was actually testing Cyberpunk, and for some reason the game, like my hair, you can see the game through my hair. That was distracting. Now it's just kind of fuzzy. And I'll take that over. That was just odd. Make a line of green t-shirts just for streaming. I mean, like, this should be like a floating head market just for streaming. I mean, I wish you luck in that particular financial endeavor. Okay, now that I have... Yeah, okay, cool. Now that I have this, I can just revive Tanker. Tanker will allow me to revive. Can I bring in... Yes, I can bring Pack Dragon. Awesome. Nice. Okay, activate Gear Town. They have no response. I already have a catapult, that's even better. Destroy Gear Town. Token, hold it down. Activate Gear Town. Oh, do you have spell trap? Oh, it's just Aspen. Okay. Yeah, normally I would use the token as material, because I'd want as many gears as possible in the graveyard to be used as potential fusion material for the Ancient Gear Duel trap, but this is all just in case. Get Dark Golem. No, so you're just gonna get Fortress Fusion and just discard the Ultimate Pound. Even if there's no response, this is just in case. If I fuse Dark Golem on the field, regular Golem in the grave, and an Ultimate Pound in the deck. 2 from the deck, 1 in the field. Megaton, 3 attacks. Just in case. Oh, you activated Megaton's effect. You removed it from the field, which lets me special summon Ultimate Golem. That doesn't happen very often. It's only got 1 attack, though. Damn, I wish I could fusion summon Howitzer right now. I could just burn him for a quick 1,000 and call it a game. I left my 500 attack dragon in attack mode. But, thankfully, this dragon is also a spell trap negate. I have 1 golem left in the deck to use. Alright, that kind of leaves them with nothing. Any graveyard effects? Oh, yeah. Ours just comes back. Okay. Still got my Reborn Trap card. Still got... Looks like I do 8,000 damage around Ultimate Golem. Which I don't doubt is impossible. Some burn damage, eh? Alright. That's 1. They get a draw, but they didn't burn me. Get another draw. Ooh, this one's a burn. That 800 damage would have killed them. The spells, okay, they got 3 draws. Only burnt me once. Yeah, they got triple tactics after I activated Dragon. Take control. Ah, shit. Okay. No wonder it hurt. This is my power. Yugioh. Forgot this was Yugioh. What the? He's about to get like 10,000 attack points. Some stupid, crazy shenanigans. No? It's trying to do some Yugioh nonsense. If I can just burn him for 1,000 damage. If I can just get the howitzer on the field. Oh, snap, crackle, pop. I win. And they can't stop this because I have the fortress on the field. Okay, you're not getting... If you control all cards your opponent controls unaffected by card effects. Use my fortress. You got any more negate? Alright, negate that. Good. Didn't waste that negate. You don't even realize I've still already won! That was good. That was a fun one. That was a good way to... That was a good start. That was exactly what I needed. Heart of the cards. Ah, I needed more points than that. Come on. Oh. Just getting a... I'm sorry, everybody. I just need to... Get right back. Huh. Up. Hello. Hey, sorry about that. I just had a phone call. just someone who I don't see from very often. Just trying to actually make a plan for seeing a new movie. The new 28 years later zombie movie. And it's a bit of an older gent. Doesn't really care for texting or social media much. So I just thought, let's quickly answer, see what's going on, just in case of emergency of any kind, and just see the movie. But he's also, I know he can be a bit of a chatter on the phone, so I was like, it's like I am doing something kind of live. So, but yes, I am down to see the movie. Hopefully soon this week. It's a third movie in actually I already have Catapult. That's awesome. It's the third movie in a zombie series. The first one, 28 Days Later. That's a great movie. That is a great... That's where they changed it to where it wasn't really just zombies rising from the dead. It was really more a virus has taken over and created, and people are now sick, and they have to... Oh yeah, they have Max C. Shit. And now it's basically a zombie infection in the world. They've taken over, and it's hard to kill. And I'm really enjoying the first one. It's been a while since I've seen them. 28 weeks later, the sequel. Oh, well, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. We're playing Yu-Gi-Oh, talking zombie movies. Make sure I get the name right. Yudmaki? Am I pronouncing that right? Yudmaki 21? Appreciate hello. Oh, alright. Oh, can't set after using all that. Might be weird, but I'm gonna summon box and attack just so that I have potential material. But I appreciate the follow. When we were talking zombie movies, talking about the upcoming 28 years later, the third movie in the 28, there was going to be 28 days, 28 weeks, and for years we anticipated 28 months later being the third movie, and they just like straight up skipped that and went to 28 years. Still excited, still going to go see it. I don't know if you've seen it or a fan of that genre. Yeah, might as well. I want to give him a chance to use this. But I'm looking forward to the movie. It's about how it's 28 years later into this zombie infection, which is really more like, an intense super virus as opposed to... Sorry, I'm just touching myself. Instead of it just rising from the dead, already dead, coming to life, eating brains. That was one of the first ones to take the virus route and just have it be a massive infection. And the first movie has Cillian Murphy. A young Cillian Murphy wakes up in a hospital to... the first movie is called 28 Days Later, so he wakes up about 28 days into this virus pandemic crazy shenanigery. So, and I don't know if anybody has also seen the first episode of The Walking Dead, but that's basically how that series starts out. Andrew Lincoln, who plays Rick Grimes, basically starts off He's already in it. Already, he wakes up in a hospital from a separate altercation. I think he's a cop and he got shot. So he's brought to the hospital, and then the zombie apocalypse occurred. What terrible timing! Oh my, for these gens. I don't even know. I don't remember why Cillian Murphy was in the hospital at the beginning of the movie. But that's a terrible place to be at the beginning of the zombie apocalypse. In the hospital for a completely separate reason, like a major surgery or worse, something minor, like, you know, I was just going in for my checkup. I don't even know if they took my, I don't even know if they take my insurance, and, oh crap, now the zombie viruses are coming out? Shit. Took the Chaos Giant, alright, who am I taking? I'm gonna take the Solar Flare. I got 3 attacks, so I can... I played the zombie game Death Road to Canada on this channel, on this live before. Can I upload it to YouTube? I think I may have okay, I can just may have accidentally let that mod get away. Either way, that's also a great game. It's like a pixel art 2D zombie survival. You basically gotta manage and scavenge for food. You can have a maximum of 4 people in your party, and you have to survive all the way from Florida in the U.S. all the way to Canada. As it's called, Death Road to Canada. It's a fun game. I'll definitely play again live in the future. A small handful of games I've played like once live and I've been meaning to get back to. Stardew Valley, and I had a bit of a start of Pokemon Fire Red Nuzlocke Challenge, where I failed my Leaf Green Nuzlocke Challenge, so I started again, but I think that was my problem. I started again too quickly. I didn't let enough time pass in between games, and I kind of got a little Pokemon burnt out. These are games I'm definitely going to get back into at some point. But I can always go for a Yu-Gi-Oh stream. I can play a few rounds and play all day. Hope everything's coming in clearly. Microphone, speakers. Yeah, make one adjustment before the stream. I adjust my green screen settings for one thing, because I think, oh, it'll only take me a second. And who knows what else I altered. Trying to fix it. So let me know if it's coming in clearly, if anything's coming in choppy. Because I watched some of, well, as much as I could tolerate of my own VOD of Cyberpunk 2077. I have to adjust the settings on that game because some of the stream was smooth and worked out really well, while other parts of it were, I don't have a golem in the graveyard. Oh man, I was wondering, wait, what happened? I didn't have something to put in defense mode. Oh, that's right. Oh well. Yeah, I was watching my VOD of Cyberpunk 2077 that I haven't uploaded yet. Yeah, win some, you lose some. The first game I had was fun. That was good. But man, that last fight was so choppy at some points. And obviously Cyberpunk is far more demanding on my PC than Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. So that was a learning lesson right there. Just because I can get the game to run, relatively speaking, doesn't mean it's going to stream smoothly. Ooh, gotta hydrate. Drop my coaster. Okay, here comes the tricky part. Tribute the wyvern. Wyvern, another wyvern. In my last Yu-Gi-Oh stream, we were talking about whether it is is it supposed to be wyvern or wyvern? A wyvern, Y wyvern. Hey, wyvern or wyvern? And for years I said wyvern, and then later at some point I switched to wyvern because I thought it was wrong the first time. But then I'm told that no, it is wyvern, and so now I don't know what's real. Yeah, this mythical creature. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Like most mythical creatures, I enjoy a good game of D&D, but at the same time, I don't know much what's going on. I'm just having fun. Trying not to game. I try not. I'm unfortunately the player that can't take the game too seriously. You know what? This might be a little premature, but I'm gonna. From here, and I'm going to use a golem from the deck. So that way, if I can get another golem on the field and fuse, I'll make sure I'll guaranteed one on the grave. And I got a burn right now. Watt giraffe? Watt train? What? Oh my god, his name is even Watts. Oh my god, and he's using the most Watt related icon. Oh my god. Is this a pure Watt deck? How often do you see that? I'm being watted in 2025. Sir, do you mean swatted? No! Opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of this turn. This card inflicts battle damage to your opponents. Opponent. Oh, you removed my golem. What? Like, there's no way I'm gonna lose to Watt, right? Can they all attack directly? Is that like their whole shtick? I'm about to say you're done, right? You're done with all your Watts shenanigans. Okay, now Thunder Dragon. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. So it's not a pure Watt deck. You still need Thunder Dragon. 2 Thunder Dragon Colossuses. Colossi. Alright. Okay. So what's the... Okay, let's see if we can do anything about that. Catapults. Ah, yeah, you do cancel all my searches. Shit. Well, that was my normal summon. I can't survive 1600. Alright, well, I have to try. Okay, I can't add cards from the deck to my hand. So... I'll add Tanker. Tanker adds Dark Golem. Okay, I'll destroy one. Not yet. Okay. Fusion Summon. Ultimate Golem. 3 attacks. Okay, what else you got? Oh. It's the same target either way. Three. Ah, nice. It wasn't enough. That was worth the 1600 sacrifice. Whew. That was not easy. But a good one. That was... Hats off to you, Watt. You had me going. Beast Tamer with very dangerous whip. Oh. Okay. That was a good comeback. Some hydration. And I appreciate the follow. Every follow helps. Gets me closer to the emotes. To make the chat more fun. I apologize for any bare bone nature of the stream. So not easy, not as easy as to get to 50 followers as I thought. Just gonna date this, but oh well. Okay. Ryu. How do we set this now? Summon statue. Use statue. Summon Dark Golem. I already have a fortress on the field. Actually, so it'd be best to get a Gear Town and a catapult. Discard the catapult. Activate Gear Town. Activate catapult. Gear Tone, summon token. Gear Tone allows me to search the wyvern. Probably just alternate between the two now. Search for advance. Oh, I said it imperm. I said imperm. Which means can't activate advance. No. So I'm gonna use flame, wyvern. Wyvern. It's a mythical creature, there's no real right or wrong way to pronounce it. Alright. Alright. Classic Rhoda. Good animation there. Ninjas. From Watts to ninjas. I appreciate that them throwing stuff different. I appreciate them throwing different stuff at me. Try to get this. Yeah, it might be premature, but who knows? The right negate could really screw him up. Okay. Okay. That didn't negate his. Wow. Touché. Book of Moon 2025. Jeez. Honestly, I can't even remember the top of ninjas. Just a little too much to handle at once. And these guys can attack directly. Oh, another attack directly team. First, I shall burn you. Next, I shall activate the advance to search for fusion. Let's activate fusion. If I summoned... screw it. Summon the Chaos Giant. Alright, box. The tanker. Commander. Fusion summon. Chaos Ancient Gear Giant. Let's just do attack mode just in case. Need to do an extra 1,000. Okay, first, it's got piercing, so... Yeah, okay. That's dumb. Piercing. Oh, wow, you're not even dead? Can I throw Chaos Giant can only attack the same monster once per turn. Yep, that was dumb. No match for Chaos Machinery that cares not for human. nor flesh itself. And I can't think of a counter argument for that. Nor the zombies. The hell, talking zombie movies. Okay, we got water, we got ninja. Okay, I'm thinking maybe some zombies, like some classic zombies. You know, I'm not talking about like, you know, am I gonna hit with like the bone tower, along with maybe the little spirit reaper? That's a fun zombie combo. It's an old school strategy. Really screws with people. Summon frame. Discard the catapult. Advance. I can't activate advance because I already set a card. It was stupid. Why not? Like I forget. The second time it's happened. Sometimes you gotta be careful playing ancient gears and using the modern stuff because cannot set cards the turn you activate this card. Oh, that monster was 0 attack. Oh, blue eyes. I was totally expecting that to be Yugioh. I don't think I've ever seen this card added to a Blue Eyes deck. In particular. Okay, Effect Veiler. Yeah, I was worried at first when they played this. Now I'm not so sure. Maybe, we'll see. Huh. Just kind of stunned. Not sure what they're going to do next. Part of me is expecting them to scoop. Oh, maybe not. This Royal Rare Abyss Dragon. Yeah, maybe I'm just underestimating them paying a lot of points. I kamikaze earlier with the howitzer, allowing me to summon a golem during the battle phase. Duel on the field. Wasn't going to win without that. Yeah, this is not the best right now. I want to preemptively use that. Yes, I may have underestimated my opponent. It's quite possible. Little jet dragon. I actually went from there's no way that they got this to I might be screwed. You know, yeah, I might just be screwed. Should I just let this get returned to my hand? Well, that's probably going to negate it with this anyway. Oh, you can continue the attack? Well, that was dumb of me. Well, it was just going to return it. No, that would have stopped the Wise Jet Dragon. Yeah, I think I just accidentally killed myself. I don't know what I was thinking. That's alright. I made a whoopsie. Just one little whoopsie doodle. Nothing to write home about. But, well, yeah, this is a bot because there's no accolades. Nothing. This is like platinum. This is platinum 5. What the hell, an account with no accolades? I don't know. So unfortunately it might be a little while. Or, no, okay, here I'm thinking this is going to be a while. Silver Phoenix, what's up? What's going on, man? Long time no see. Hope everything's doing well. Oh, wait, I got it. Playing against the bot. Soulless machine. You can tell by the numbers. Okay. Alright, how are you? I'm doing good. Just wanted to stream a little early today. I was gonna potentially stream some Cyberpunk 2077, but time got a little better than me, and I was making some adjustments, and I thought, nah, honestly, I was checking the VOD of my last stream of that game, and it was so choppy, so not smooth. And I was just like, ugh, I need to adjust the settings before I attempt to stream that game again. So that's what I was doing before. Oh, I already have a duel. So I decided to play a little Yugioh just to make it easier on my system. It was actually it was mostly smooth when I was running it on my end, but as soon as I watched the VOD that I haven't uploaded yet, statue. What the hell? Where are they going? But, other than all that nonsense, how have you been? How have they been treating you? Everything's going well. We've been hydrating and staying healthy and eating right. Yeah, just double check. Speaking of which, I should just stay hydrated right now. Yeah, it's been busy to say the least. A good busy, a bad busy. Fairy with an unbeatable, this fairy of the arts that is unbeatable on the harp. Muse A. That makes sense. Dope on the harp, fellas. You gotta hear. Neutral busy. That makes sense. Neutral busy. That's fair. It's right down the middle. Sometimes you can't ask for much more than that. Neutral busy. That's a good way of putting it. Such is life. Hope you're doing something fun in the meantime. Actually made a plan. Just on stream, a friend of mine called, had to take a 2-3 minute conversation. Neutral to good, I guess. That's good. Hope he's managed to squeeze some fun. Hope it wasn't all work. Trying to see the new zombie movie 28 years later. That's going to be fun. Probably can see that later in the week. It's a movie I've been looking forward to seeing for a few years now. Not 28 years, I don't think, but a while. First one was great. 28 Days Later. Great movies if you've never seen them. It was one of the earlier ones to not use the zombies rising from the dead, but it was more of a virus that affected people, and people got sick and became like ravenous monsters and whatnot. Yeah, great movie. And the first one stars the actor Cillian Murphy. He was in Oppenheimer, and in Batman Begins, he was the Scarecrow. So in that movie, he was much like The Walking Dead, just a character who woke up in a hospital already. Sorry if you're getting spotty. Don't respond to some things. It's all good. I hope if my stream is spotty at all, please let me know. I'm watching my older VOD made me realize that it was not as smooth as it could be. But just I lose total train of thought on my... Lose total train of thought. Yeah, Cillian Murphy. Good actor. I've never actually seen Oppenheimer. Not that I don't want to, just haven't taken the time to sit down and actually watch it. It came out at the exact same time as the Barbie movie. And, yeah, Barbenheimer. The marketing memes went. And honestly, my family and I went to go see that. We had a great time. It's a hilarious movie. Much smarter movie than you think for considering the source material. Will Ferrell just shows up as like the president of Hasbro. Super funny. And the whole world is like Barbie's dream house. Like it's all plastic, it's all and everyone has a job. It's like but like it's toy logic and there's like a real world. It's honestly a really funny movie. Surprisingly self-aware. Good for anybody. Just gonna date the stream, but I just got a text if I'm voting for mayor. Not to get political, but probably. That's all I gotta say on that. Try not to keep the streams political. But there's a healthy reminder that voting is important. That's a PSA that I can stand behind. Voting is important. Nailed it. Who you vote for, that's up to you. That's an entirely separate PSA. Summon statue, use statue to summon Dark Golem. Always gotta try and get statue out to summon Dark Golem to get the extra fusion material. Yeah, so yeah, Barbie, Oppenheimer, 28 years later. Anybody seen any good movies lately? Even if it doesn't have to necessarily be in the theater, it could just be anywhere, yeah. Did I save this power bond? No, I'll save the power bond. You know what I saw not that long ago? Sat down and watched Lilo and Stitch. Not the live action one that came out not that long ago, but like sat down at home Disney Plus. Streamed the original, and it was honestly a lot funnier than I remember it being. I remember watching that one, and I remember it having a series where, because Stitch is experiment 626, the series was about the other 625 experiments, which is a good concept. I guess I'll just banish the dragon. Along with... Oh no. You bastard. You bastard. I had to whisper that for some reason, I don't know why. Yeah, the original Lilo and Stitch, it holds up. It's still good. It's funny. The animation's good. It's quirky. It's like an hour and a half or something. Not even 2 hours. The movies are good. Watched that not long ago. You know, I watched, actually watched Lilo and Stitch with my sister. That was fun. I didn't just watch it alone. It's always more fun to watch it with people. So you can turn to be like, I don't remember that. Can you believe they said that? Wow. And it's always really funny to watch those movies as an adult. Because the live action wasn't horrible. It was just kind of different from the original. I just simply haven't seen the live action one. At least not yet. I'm not sure if it'll be on streaming anytime soon. But yeah, when it comes to going to the theater to see a movie, I just a little more picky. But if you liked it, that's great. But when it comes to the animated ones, all I remember was the first one and the animated, the series that was on the Disney Channel. That was about finding the other 625 experiments. I have no idea if they actually found them all, but that's a good way to guarantee that minimum amount of episodes. It's clever. But yeah, I just sat down and watched a few months ago. Watched Hercules, original Hercules, and I guess I just didn't have a strong nostalgia connection to that particular one. Thought I did. I remember owning it on VHS. Because I didn't watch it as many like the other ones. You know? So that was a rewatch, and it was okay. I guess I kind of expected it to be better. A few months ago, went back and watched a lot of the Disney Channel original movies. Like, they were just movies for Disney Channel. Like, they never made it to theaters. They never really made it never really made a huge splash. One of them was a movie, Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that movie, but rewatching that as an adult, that is kind of hilarious. For like the wrong reasons. As a get first power bottom this, because it's all about a kid named Eddie, and he's really good at baseball, but he's also really good at cooking. What? It's the early 2000s. This is a boy who likes to cook? No. Shut up. You're gay. That's basically the level of humor we're dealing with. And it comes down to, oh, he really wants to enter this $1 Million Cook-Off, but it's the same day as the big game. Dun dun dun. Because of course it is. Oh. Thank you for the follow. Night Assassin 420. Hell yeah. Smoking Baby got him. Talking about everyone's favorite movie, Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off. Playing a little Yugioh. And that movie aged hilariously. Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah, Powerbomb does that. And it's all about this. Just to refresh the kid, he's got this. He's really good at baseball, but he's really good at cooking. In the early 2000s, not in my backyard, not my son. No way. And he has to decide between doing the big game against their rival team that they lost against every year, or is Eddie gonna fight the social peer pressure and go for the bake-off because that's what he really wants to do. And so, what this movie does is they decide that the baseball team, they've made fun of him enough for wanting to cook. It's just cooking, who cares? And so, like, Eddie is late to the baseball game, and like an hour into the game, this team is like, Eddie, we don't need you. Get out of here. Go to your cook-off. And so he's late to the cook-off, and he gives it his all, and his dad, who is the baseball coach, who's been like giving him hassle this whole time, goes and meets him at the cook-off and helps him out as his sous chef assistant. And even at the end of the movie, he loses. He loses the cook-off, and his team wins the game without Eddie. So what was the point of any of this? The whole movie should have just been called Fuck Eddie. Fuck Eddie. We didn't need you on the baseball team anyway, and you lost the cook-off. Roll credits. That's the real movie. I was barely paying attention to you, Belle, just now, but goddamn, I was so distracted by this Disney movie of yesteryear. Quality writing, quality storytelling. Highly recommend if you got like an hour and a half. Too funny. Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off, and the whole movie is just fuck Eddie. Let that be a lesson for you kids. You can be literally the best at everything you try and do, everything you're peer pressured to do, and it still won't be good enough for some people. A Disney movie. You're watching Disney Channel. Oh God. God damn. They wouldn't make that today. Because that doesn't make any sense. Glad I watched it, though. Neighbors below me are making noise. I hope that doesn't come up too much on the mic. Apologize for that. It's another movie. It's another wild movie. Watched not too long ago. I already did that. Watched the movie Holes not that long ago. Another Disney classic. Holes was a young Shia LaBeouf. After the show Even Stevens, but before Transformers, to give you that Shia LaBeouf timeline. You ash blossomed McGare Town? Anywho. Yeah, the movie Holes was a young Shia LaBeouf. And in that movie, he loved the movie Holes. Yeah, that's a good movie. It's also a good book. But, that's a wild movie. That is a wild movie because Stanley, Shia LaBeouf's character, I'll probably just end up saying Shia LaBeouf because that's, but so he gets accused of stealing like a one-of-a-kind pair of Nike or Air Jordans, something like that. You know, like something really valuable and obvious that if it was missing, that it was stolen. And somehow it literally just landed on Shia LaBeouf's head, and then the cops caught him. Now he's spending juvenile hall time in this camp, this lake, as it's called in the movie. And then when you get there, it's just a desert. Just a dry desert with deadly, venomous lizards, which is a huge plot point. And while he's digging holes, everyone in these movies got these nicknames: Zero, Dex, Armpit, Caveman. Oh man, whatever. And this other kid, Zero, who doesn't say a word for the majority of the movie until he and Stanley get some alone time. It's like, I don't know. It's like, you teach me to read? It's like, oh, okay. It's like, and then he confesses that, Shia LaBeouf, the only reason you're here is because I'm the one who stole the shoes. And when I was caught, I ran away. And when I ran away, oh man, I threw them, and I didn't know they were going to land, and they landed on you. So that was just, they're both in there because of a whoopsie. I mean, the shoes were intentionally stolen, and apparently it was some kind of charity auction in the movie. No, that's not either way. But what gets even weirder about this movie is the only 3 adults in this whole movie are like the weirdest adults. Like, one is this dollar store looking Billy Ray Cyrus named Mr. Sir. And everyone's scared of him. Everyone's afraid of pissing off Mr. Sir. And there's this psychiatrist, pencil pusher, and he's a pansy to everyone except for Zero, who he has no problem shit-talking right to his face. It's like, Zero can't read, he's dumb as a shovel he uses to dig the holes he's in. It's like, what the fuck? And then finally, there's like the leader of this whole thing, a woman who's secretly looking for buried treasure. I'm serious. She's seriously looking for buried treasure that her grandfather had buried out there. Oh no, I'm gonna lose. And that has one of the best lines in any movie, where they cut to a flashback, a little girl digging in the desert, and she just goes, "I'm tired of this, Grandpa," and without skipping a beat, the old man just goes, "Well, that's just too damn bad! You keep digging!" It's a hilarious meme. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Well, that's just too damn bad. Hilarious. It's 2 seconds, and it's hilarious. And Zero and Stanley Zero runs away. They attempt to steal a truck filled with water from Mr. Sir to try and escape this hellhole. To find Zero runs away. Stanley tries to steal the truck, fails miserably, and then just runs off into the desert. And then, of course, by sheer plot Disney Channel shenanigans, it turns out that, like, the entire movie, the grandfather, Shia LaBeouf's grandfather, was going on about how, like, our family is cursed. And if we don't solve our family curse, we're going to be cursed forever. And then it turns out Zero is the child of the family that cursed Shia LaBeouf's family. And they, without even realizing it, fulfilled the prophecy of lifting the curse in this desert. So that was convenient. That was nice. They climbed a mountain, they ate a bunch of onions. That was nice. And they kept doing flashbacks to, like, this old schoolyard, and this young white teacher and this young black handyman, and they slowly falling in love. He's selling peaches, no, she's selling peaches, he's selling onions. And then there's this angry old snaggletooth white guy And he's got this really douchebaggy vibe to it. Yeah, well, yeah, well, and he's at this school getting basic reading lessons, and she's basically like, "The duck swims on the lake," and this dumb fuck is like, "My daddy owns the lake." It's kind of setting up the vibe that this guy's dumb and he's a bad guy, and he can't stand the idea that she is falling in love with somebody else. And so they go out to the lake, and he shoots this black guy. It's terrible. It's because they were in love. It's totally racist. It's crazy. Just and it turns out that the teacher becomes like a cowboy, and she becomes this assassin. She like just hunts. She like guns people down. Her mark was like she leaves a forehead kiss on the dead body, and it's her treasure as revenge for them killing the man she loves. And of course, they find this treasure. The curse is lifted. Girl power. At some point, Shia LaBeouf ends in a pit with lizards, but all the adults are too scared because, oh my god, lizards, they're poisonous, they're gonna touch us. But they've been sitting in this pit for hours, long enough for the cops to show up just in time for this terrible situation, for adults to be red-handed and these kids to be in the worst possible situation. And at the end of the day, justice is served. Literally, it couldn't have ended on a happier note. Like, everybody ends up rich. The camp gets shut down. And all the inmates become friends and like next door neighbors, because of course they do. And it just ends with everybody having a pool party. Yeah. It's a wild movie. Very sappy ending. The wild middle. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. Early Shia LaBeouf. Is this gonna get negated? Yeah, this is some wild Disney movies that came out like 20 years ago. Aged hilariously. Royal Rare Ultimate Pound. Oh, shit. Take out Little Knight. Huh. God. What? I don't think I got this one. Damn. Some gems. Get some points. Let's see if I'm trying to remember any other movies I saw recently. So the new Nosferatu. That was an all black and white retelling of the Nosferatu movie. That was really good. Definitely recommend that. My dad is a huge Dracula fan. Like, number one. Different copies of the novelization, Bram Stoker's Dracula. Actually, I'm going to go to the shopping for a second. So yeah, seeing that movie was like a no-brainer. A little different. It was actually scary. Heard some complaints that they didn't like the idea that Nosferatu had a that Dracula had a mustache. He did have a big mustache, which is different, but based on where the movie actually takes place, it actually makes sense. If you look at everybody else in that area. I have enough gems for a pack. I'll just... That'll be a bit of an annoying. Ooh. That surrender didn't sit well. Yeah, forget the Nosferatu movie. I don't know if I can mention the Nosferatu movie as detailed as I could the other movies, but ooh, losing connection. Still good. Oh. Have to head out. Y'all have a great night and have an amazing rest of the stream. And good to hop on for a little hangout. So, Phoenix, I appreciate it every time you show up, man. It's always a good chat. It's good to know everything's well, if not at least mutual well. Thanks for coming by. This is the way. Hope you stay safe, stay hydrated. Eat well. Rest up, everything good. Drive safe, whatever it is. Do it safe, do it well. Be good at it. Be good or be good at it. That's usually how that goes. Thank you. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Or it'll just kill us later. And either way, we have time. Just adjusting. Yeah. So Phoenix and 2 followers. This is fun. It's got to be on chill, talk, play Yu-Gi-Oh, and talk movies. Why not? What other movies? What other movies are out there in the world? Oh, yeah, I saw not the whole thing recently, but during Father's Day, at some point, 2-year-old nephew needed something to. He was getting, he was antsy, so he needed something to distract with him. So I threw on Ratatouille, and that's an adorable movie. I'd also sit down and watch that properly from beginning to end. It was cute. It's kind of funny. My family was sitting down for dinner. All we hear in the background is like gunshots. And I was like, what did you put on for him? I threw on Ratatouille. It's like, I don't remember that part. Me neither. Oh, they didn't attack me. Apparently there's a part where a lady shoots at the rats before all the restaurant stuff. Man, I did not. I'm bricking hard. But then the rat and a human become friends. The rat figures out that he can control the human by pulling on his hair under the chef hat. Pixar logic. Why not? Wow, I am bricking so hard. Didn't really sit and I was sitting having dinner and then got distracted, but it kept the nephew quiet. Just good. Adorable kid. Ball of energy. So anything that held his attention for more than a few minutes at a time was... It's like, yeah, just let him keep doing that. Oh no. I can't survive another turn. It all comes down to this draw. Heart of the cards. Oh my god. Wow. Not great. Not great. Oh, maybe. Oh, is he going to turn this around? Are you going to destroy Gear Town, maybe? Oh, you suck. I need you to destroy literally the other cards. I'm going to get kicked down a rank. All because he destroyed the wrong cards. Literally, he was going to destroy two of them, and all he had to destroy either one of these two. So disappointed. Yeah. Whew. Demoted the rank. I'm still in platinum, but of course, not gonna get. That's not how demotion works. Alright, what we got? Actually, just gonna go ahead and make a very basic set. Normal summon, Hunting Hound. Burn for 6. Fuse. Howitzer. Burn. Call it there on that turn. Ooh. Okay. Scared of a little imperm, I see. Dark Hole, okay. Unaffected by card effects, but okay. Lightning Storm and a Dark Hole. All you did was stop one imperm? What other movies what other movies are good? What other movies are fun? I've been off my Marvel game for a while. I've seen the series. I watched Daredevil. I watched Daredevil Born Again. But I haven't seen Captain America Brave New World. I think there was another one. I think I'm like 2, maybe even like 3 movies behind. Oh, Thunderbolts. I didn't see Thunderbolts yet. Or the new Avengers. I'm not actually sure what they did there. Like, I watch the series because it's easy. I just watch it at home. It's 1 episode a week. I usually have like some people I go to see the Marvel movies with, and sometimes it's hard to coordinate stuff occasionally. Honestly, a little not marveled out or Star Wars'd out. I'm just far more picky about which ones I watch now. About which ones I think are going to be worth it. Because I know I would watch them all. Because I knew that they would all, in some way or another, affect the larger Marvel Cinematic Universe. And over time, it just got to be like I would be watching people's YouTube videos about the hype and anticipation for the next film and theories and ideas. And I'd be more interested in that. And then when the actual movie came out, everything like post-Endgame was like, okay, but not nearly the level of excitement of like, what's gonna happen? Who's gonna show up next? Now it's like, it's hard to care. Hey, is this guy a piercing? No? Okay, just gotta make sure you don't have any negates. Like, I can say I'm looking forward to Avengers Doomsday. I think that has potential to be fun. I'm curious where that's going. It'd be nice to see a film live adaptation of Doom done properly. You know. Oh, I already had a kick. Damn it. Because they have tried to do Doom 3 times now. And left for live action, and like none of them worked. You know? Ooh, I guess I'm a gas giant. Like, the first 2 iterations of Doom were really weak. Didn't really have the potential, didn't really have the intelligence or powers, the correct powers. And in the Fantastic Four reboot with the name Fan Four Stick, I couldn't even tell you what Doctor Doom's powers were in that movie. He just had space vague power. I couldn't even tell you, really. Didn't make any sense at all. don't think there's actually a way out of... Okay, I'm gonna have to damage and burn my way around this. Yeah, they failed Doom at every... They fail Doom every time. Hmm. Oh wait, okay, I have an idea. Take all those. One Chaos Giants. Okay, is this card unaffected by card effects or something? Unaffected by your opponent's monster effects. Okay, that's good to know. I was gonna try and make his attack point 0, but now that I know that that's a wasted effort, I'm gonna use it on you. Bring out another Dark Golem. Even though I don't get my search, that's okay. Okay, not yet. Okay, I'm gonna do 45 here. Alright, word. A little worried there. Just had to make some backup plans just in case that didn't work. Had to fight around his 13,000 point monster. Just had to build up my defense high enough. I mean, that's not high enough, that is. It's not my fault his monster didn't have piercing. 13,000 points. Can attack multiple times. Doesn't have piercing? To each his own. So first start with Yugioh. Activate advance. Catapults. No responses. This is a pretty good start for a turn 1. Catapult allows me to special summon Dragon. Gear Town. Now you get it activate. Oh, it's an Ash Blossom. It's probably an Ash Blossom. No? What do you have? Yeah, I'm gonna get this. Might not be necessary, but yeah. Activates that. Dark Golem. Wait, I already used Catapult this turn. Play it safe. I will use Commander and Duel. Normal summon. Hunting Hound. Burn for 6. Fuse. Golem in the hand. Hound in the field. Howitzer on defense. Burn for another 1,000. Pretty good wall. Material in the graveyard for Duel. With a golem on the field. I have a spell trap negate and an unaffected by monster effects card. Unaffected by card effects card in general. Pretty good, pretty good. Your opponent... No, I don't need to negate that. Because negating that wouldn't stop it. No. I think. Ask you guys seen any good movies lately? Just trying to see if I can remember any off the top of my head, you know? Yeah, a few Marvel movies behind. Looking forward to Doomsday enough. I did have a theory about the Skrulls in the MCU. Yeah. Yeah, the Skrulls are the shape-shifting aliens in the Marvel Universe, where there are in the Secret Invasion series, starring Samuel L. Jackson as the character of Nick Fury. That was his standalone spin-off series. And honestly, it was not good. He, secretly had an alien Skrull wife we've never met. They basically announced that, oh, there's 1 million shape-shifting Skrulls secretly hiding out on Earth. Been hiding out on Earth for years now. So much so that we find out that characters like Don Cheadle, who plays War Machine, he plays Colonel Rhodes, he was a Skrull since the end of Civil War when he was hospitalized. And that chronologically just does not make a lot of sense. Just, that's an odd time to pick when to shift him out. And we're supposed to, I hope, add something to an upcoming Armor Wars series or movie. But one small theory I have about the Skrulls, if they're not about to change every single thing about the Marvel Cinematic Universe by the end of Secret War and do a complete reboot, is there was one single character, who I thought was a Skrull hiding in plain sight. And he was just really just trying to stay hidden while gathering intelligence. And it's an interesting pick, in my opinion. There is a police officer named Jimmy Woo. He is Ant-Man's parole officer in the Ant-Man movies. course. I remember especially in the sequel. And he's also in WandaVision. He's like a more highly ranked officer. And honestly, it's quite the jump to see a character like that make a jump like that in professions. I guess for Marvel comic book sake, makes perfect sense. But it's like Ant-Man, all his powers are based on quantum technology, which is hugely important in the Marvel world. And on top of that, being in WandaVision, Wanda is the Scarlet Witch, one of the most powerful magic users in all of Marvel. And this one character, Jimmy Woo, he's connected to both the Scarlet Witch and quantum technology. So my theory is that he is actually a Skrull in disguise, and he's feeding information about, like, wow, the Earth has these really powerful users of all these really powerful technologies and abilities we've never seen before, and it's all really powerful. Feeding it back to HQ, feeding it back to the head Skrulls. And I thought that'd be a perfect place for a character like that, It turns out that Jimmy Woo was actually secretly feeding all this information while pretending to be on the side of the Avengers and Earth. He's actually been feeding stuff to Skrulls this whole time because he is one. I feel like he'd be a good level character for that kind of twist. Because I don't remember that particular character from the comic books or anything outside the MCU. So it's possible that he was just written for the MCU, which is fine. It's a multiverse. But that would have been my theory, that particular character, Ant-Man's parole officer, and the guy who somehow ended up fighting off S.W.O.R.D., which is like the opposite of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, not the opposite, but just like a different directive. Ooh, I can negate this. And, that's my one little theory on the Skrulls. That I think that at one point Jimmy Woo could have made a really good secret Skrull in disguise. And if you're unsure who that character is, that actually kind of makes it even better, because he would have been even more in the background and in the shadows. Oh, I actually have enough material to... Just enough material to make it all work. I would have been a few points shy. But that didn't matter. What is this? Windman, a rabid rabbit that shears through the opposition with sharp skewers. Okay. Another Duel. Brandon. Ho-ho. Unfathomable Brandon. Whew. Get a little tired. I can go for another duel or two. If anybody has any film recommendations, I'm open. There's Reggie. Okay, I shall use weapon to search advance. Activate advance. Search for catapults. Tribute wyvern to draw. Activate the catapult. Destroy geared town. Summon dragon for that negate. Statue. Dark Golem. Already have a duel, so I will search Commander and Fortress. You know, all this Marvel movie talk. I don't even remember the last DC movie I saw. I think it was Black Adam I saw. That was the last DC movie I saw. It was alright. That's all I really have to say about it. It was alright. They tried something. Apparently it took years of production hell. Like they've been filming it for like a decade, less longer. Who knows? Am I right, Brandon? You know? Yeah, when it comes to other movies I can watch at home, especially the Disney ones, considering watching more Disney classics. Like it's been a long time since I've seen Hunchback of Notre Dame or Pocahontas. That's been a while. Personally, I think growing up, I think one of my personal favorites was always Aladdin, but it's been so long. Who knows? Probably still is. Set one card, activate Ancient Gear Fusion. Max C, eh? Well, I'm only going to summon one monster, so hold your horses there, Red Nova. Casanova. Send Dragon and Golem. Summon Howitzer. Alright, what do you got? Oh, yeah, you gonna waste something for me? Come on. Come on, don't you? Yeah! Unaffected by card effects. Oh yeah, Red Nova doesn't read. Oh man. Snap, crackle pop. What do you got for me? Red. Really should have saw that coming. I was actually expecting Red Eyes, Black Dragon. And you're throwing Red Dragon Archfiend at me. Should have saw that coming. Yeah, just trying to see if I can remember any. Yeah, I can't. Everything is all the movies I've seen relatively recently that I can remember so vividly that I can practically re-say the whole thing. From Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off, aka Buck Eddie. Nobody in that movie likes him. His whole family, everybody, his baseball team worships him. His family adores him, but if you really watch it, nobody likes him. It's one of those. How comes Eddie's not doing enough for us? It's like, what about what he wants, dude? It's his cook-off. He's the one who's good at baseball. Get good, son. Skill issue. You're getting mad at him? That's not the point. That's not the lesson. Oh yeah, and there's this one girl on the team, and the coach is always like, "Oh, you're always saying whenever somebody's bad, they play like a girl, but when they play well, they play like a boy." And it's like, and then one of them goes, "Yeah, but you suck at the game," and everybody goes, "Yeah, but can't I just suck because I'm uncoordinated?" That's okay. And everyone's like, "Yeah, we can suck just because we suck. It's got nothing to do with gender. I just suck." I swear. Can't I just suck because I'm uncoordinated? God, why didn't I think to say that in school? In hindsight, it's kind of brilliant. At least to the teacher. Try to explain that to the other kids. No, that just... No. Can't I just admit to you that I'm uncoordinated at this? So you take it a little easier and understanding. Okay, I don't get my search anymore. Okay, so Dark Golem and Wyvern don't get their searches. It's okay. Frankly, if Dark Golem and Wyvern don't even get their searches anymore, not a better idea. Okay. Oh, jeez. Another one. Is that not going to get destroyed or something? Yeah. Damn. Well. Don't like to put power bond monsters into defense position, but I already used its burn this turn, so hopefully only the negative side is only taking 1,000, so that's not too bad. You can take 33, 44, or 45 if I'm not careful. Should have just destroyed regain. It forced him to remove Resonator, so that's something. And he got one back already. Because when it comes to TV shows, I guess to steer the direction away from movies. Looking forward to the King of the Hill reboot. That's going to be fun. I hope. I hope that ate as well. It's tough to write old characters, put them in new situations, and have them still maintain relevance. I know South Park is really good at that. Simpsons was good at that. Even Family Guy was good at that, but not like today. It's tough to throw those characters in modern day situations. Geopolitical spectrum and have them poke fun at it. At least in the way South Park can. I always like that King of the Hill was able to make fun of stereotypes and kinds of humor in that regard. Southern, white, American. Ignorance, narcissism. Portrayed through certain characters. I like how Peggy Hill, wife, always got way more narcissistic as the show went on. She thought she was the cure-all, end-all, be-all solution to everything. Didn't matter what the situation was. The kind of person that's... Yeah, it was written to be annoying, you know? Because in reality, those people suck. People who think they can do no wrong or think that they have all the solutions. Nearly one day into learning about your life and your situation, and suddenly they think they have all the answers. That's a special level of ignorance. How many fucking red dragon archfiends you gonna throw at me there, Sonny Jim? Okay, I can do this. I have a reborn on the field. They already used their first attack. Okay, howitzer brings out tanker. Another red dragon archfiend. Tanker brings out howitzer. Thankfully, howitzer's effect is not once per turn. And, okay. Okay, unaffected by card effects. It's a nice try. Okay. Dark Golem on defense. Catapult. Gear Town. Keep it. Did you already attack with Bestial? I think you already did. I don't think you did. Fuck. Can't tell if he did or not, now that I think about it. I'm prepared if he did. But based on your inactions, and based on the fact that you did that at all, tells me no. Wait, why'd you even attack with that at all? Why'd you waste your attack there? Oh, I should have waited. What do I have in my hand? Oh, yeah. That's just good to get the howitzer back anyway. Should have waited until it was my turn. Then used Reborn to get a fresh search off of Dark Golem. I got a little too quick on the draw on that one. Okay. I'm in the red zone now. Okay, you're destroying my reborn. Only kinda needed that. Okay, Ben. Okay. Unaffected by card effects. Red Nova hasn't read Howitzer once this entire duel. Okay. Oh, you... Well, if we were going to Ash Blossom at any point, I guess that would not be the worst time to use it. Because... Okay. Okay. Okay, I need this to work. I really need this to work. I'm just gonna use it on good old fashioned, regular old. Wait, maybe I should use it on something that's unaffected. Yeah. There we go. You. There. Target the one that's not even a red dragon archfiend. Back the dark golem. I get my search. I don't even think I need it. Oh! Hey. That's a first. Whatever. I so much didn't need that second card, it doesn't even matter. Was able to turn that around. That was a tough one. I didn't know if I was going to be able to do that one. That was good, though. 2,500? Come on, that was tough. They were going to beat me if I didn't do that. That's cool. Just gonna maybe take a little break, but before we do, I think we should open a pack. First, because I'm always on the hunt for ancient gear, royal rares. Hearing some nonsense from my neighbors. Okay, let's see. Press my luck. I have plenty of SR here. I think I can even break some more down even. I can break one down here. Yeah, see if I can get a royal rare or a shiny one of these. No. But let's not lose hope. I got enough for a 10-pack. Let's open her up and see what we get. Oh, that's not bad. I say before the packs were open. Okay, okay. Miracle and the Supreme King. Control Zark. Some Zark combo. Duel against a Zark player not that long ago. Their whole... they actually removed it, making it easier for me to win. Ojama King! Ojama King's a UR? Wow. Stronghold, the Hidden Fortress. Special effect, Earth, Earth Machine, 4-star. Gain stack when it's reached Shining Sarcophagus. That mentions it's... Or it could just be an Earth Machine, 4-star, 2K defense. Interesting. Strongholds playing to the gadgets. which are like a subsection of the gears. So I've always been fascinated, along with the Gadgeotrons, which are the ancient gears that get specific abilities when you tribute summon them with gadgets. And even the Nordic Beast, I've considered making a Nordic Beast deck. This card battles on 4 little monster. You turn that monster into your hand. Oh. This card always kind of... The Christrons always kind of remind me of like a Evangelion style giant robot mechs. A generic tuner. Good for summoning Christrons, but easy to summon generic. I think I actually have a royal rare of this card. I have to double check. Don't you want to give me them spin arounds and make them shiny? Fire Fist. Brotherhood of the Fire Fist. Neat. Come on, don't you want to give me them? At least make them silver shiny. At least give him one twirl, come on. I mean, I'll take them so I can break them down. The more duplicates I get of the same card, the more SRs and URs I can break down. For other decks I can build another time. Ooh. Brave Yugioh. Neat. Hey Guardian, that was a classic back in the day. Time Lord. Just give me one of those, but you know, one of the more worthwhile gears, please. Annie? Come on. Doc, I didn't want to make them shine as well. Pay 1,000 life points. Valkyrie card, okay. Specimen. Fossil fusion. Neat. Well, got a few things. A few packs. Let's see what we can get. Lucky. Hoping a gadget pack. Well, that doesn't scream luck, but... It did not scream luck. Better do it again. See? There we go. Come on, you want to hit me with a royal rare, don't you? Give me a solid. Come on. It's neat. Wow, come on. Third time's a charm. We all know that, right? Enough room for one more, just one last one. There we go, one last one. I didn't give up on them, they didn't give up on me. Yeah, it's in the wrong spot. Ooh, Diabound Colonel's a good card. Actually, heard the compliment and got the shine. Now, what on earth is all this? What the hell is going on here? That's a lot. It's neat, but it's a lot. Cool. So, I'm a 2-hour change mark. Had some fun duels, opened some good packs. Talked a lot about movies. I appreciate the new follows. UMatt21 and Night Assassin 420. I appreciate you both so much for checking it out. And I will be calling this a stream, and I will be talking to you guys later. Thank you so much.